I'm pretty rubbish with most games, and when I first opened up BAM, I had no idea what to do. There's no guidance or any clear instructions. I did figure it out in the end, and this game is so much fun to play that I wanted to share with you the basics, so if, like me, you were clueless to begin with, you'd be able to get started straight away. And if you're already good at this game, then it'd be great if you can share your tips in the comments. Let's go. When you open up the game, you have these balloon style icons in front of you and one of the arenas. And you can change the size of the arena by holding these two icons here, by grabbing hold of the grip button or the triggers, and you can just raise the height, raise it up and down, and make it bigger or make it smaller. And this will depend on your play space, and you can play it standing or seated. And I'd highly recommend playing it seated in a comfy chair. So you have the world icon on your left, and this is where you can play online multiplayer. And you then have private match, and this is where you can either invite a friend to play or you can play against a bot. And then this is where you select your character, and then this cog icon is the settings icon. And you can select these icons by simply pointing towards them and popping the balloon. So if we look at character, at the moment I've only got one character to choose from, but you can unlock different characters as you progress and get more XP. Then to go backwards or continue, you press the triangle icon. Under the settings menu, this is where you can mute the music, you can mute the sound effects, or you can adjust the volume of the sound effects. And then to go back, press the triangle button again. So I'm going to select a private game and then play the bots. So select here. So we choose bots on the left, and then this is where you choose which arena you want to play. So we just select this arena here to start with, but all of the principles we talk about apply to every arena anyway. We then select the game mode we want to play, so we've got Crown, we've got Bomb, and we've got Punch Out. So let's go into the Crown game, but we'll look at the general controls first, and then I'll talk about the different game modes. So this is the arena, and this is your character over here. So the left joystick moves your character, and the joystick movements are always mapped to the game arena. So up is always towards the back of the arena, down is always towards the front of the arena, and then right is always right on the arena, and left is always left, and that's regardless of which way you're pointing. And then you press the trigger to punch or to activate any power-ups that you may have collected. And then you press A or X to jump, or double press for a double jump or a double boost. And then as you jump, you can then move in the air at the same time with the joystick. And also while you're in the air, you can punch using the trigger, and this will help glide you around as well. And if you land on these rotating circles, these are launch pads, and these will launch you up into the air. And you'll need to use these to get to certain parts of the arena. So to start any game, you have to stand in the boxing ring, and then the countdown will start, and then the bots will spawn. And because the game doesn't start until you step into the ring, this is good because it gives you a lot of time to practice all your moves and just get used to the game again before it starts. So the idea of the crown game is to get the crown and to keep it for as long as you can. And once you get the crown, you'll see that there's a timer above your head telling you how long you've got the crown for. And the crown will sometimes spawn in random places, so you just head towards it and collect it. And on this particular arena, it spawns in the middle up the top, so you need to use the launch pad in order to get over there. And you can also steal it from other characters that have got the crown just by punching them. So the easiest way to keep the crown once you have it in this game mode is just to use the launch pads. Stay in the air as much as you can and just stay away from the other characters. Along the way, try not to get knocked off or punched out of the arena. If you do, you'll lose the crown and then you'll respawn. But a lot of the time you can save yourself and work your way back onto the arena by using the punch trigger and the jump boost button at the same time. And keep an eye on the leaderboard up the top here as you play, and it will tell you your times and the times of other players. And there are lots of power-ups that you can collect that just drop randomly around the arena. So just walk into them to collect them and then use the trigger to activate them. So now let's look at a different game mode. So to come out of this game, we press the menu button on the left controller, and then we press the cross button. And then we go to private match again, bots, and we'll select a different arena here. And then this time we choose bomb mode. So this is a quicker game mode and it's last man standing, and the idea here is to avoid getting the bomb. And if the bomb appears above your head, then the counter above your head will count down to 0. And when the counter gets to 0, the bomb explodes and you're eliminated from the game. So firstly with this game, just stay out of the way of the character that has the bomb. That's the simple thing that you need to do. But then if you do get the bomb, in order to pass it on to another character, you just punch that character out of the arena. So now we'll quit this game and we choose a different arena and a different game mode. So press the menu icon, select the cross, select private match, select bot, and then we'll select this arena here. And we'll select punch out. So with this game you want to get as many power-ups as possible to increase your punching power. And the idea is to punch the other players out of the arena and you get 5 lives each, which you can see when you look at the leaderboard up the top. The multiplayer with this game is really great fun to play, and it takes you through different game modes and different arenas automatically. And if you have multiple headsets in the same household, then you can stand around the same game board in the same room. Please subscribe for more Quest 3 tips and let me know your favourite game mode in BAM and your BAM tips in the comments below.